August is National Immunization Awareness Month, a perfect time to highlight how vaccines how they protect the health of the community. Dr. Brian Wise, Regional Dean of the Texas Tech University Health Sciences Center School of Medicine, is here to help us better understand the science behind immunization. So it's back to school season. I mean school's right around the corner. So talk to us a little bit about the importance of getting those kids vaccinated before they go to school.
Yeah, Jack, I guess it's no small coincidence that it's Immunization Month for the kids going back to school. But so we're talking about the immune system here. That's the system that protects us from invaders like viruses and bacteria. Well, our immune system has a memory. Right? And so if it has seen one of these invaders before, then it responds much faster, much stronger, on the second time around. So that's what a vaccine is. A vaccine is our attempt to expose our immune system in a safe way to some of these dangerous invaders, like these viruses or bacteria, so that if the real deal comes along, our immune system responds quickly. So that's what these vaccines are doing, is trying to gear up our immune system for that response.
And so how important is that for those kids, those students going back to school, to keep up with those shots that they need?
It's very important. One thing we say is, there's no vaccine for the common cold, because people get sick and they get miserable, but it's not dangerous. The organisms and the diseases that we have vaccines to, we did that because these are dangerous. So meningitis, measles, mumps, all these things, these are things that not only can permanently injure a person, but could lead to death. So again, most kids are going to complete their shots by about age 4. Those are all the ones that they'll see in childhood. And then there's another series that starts about age 11 that gets you through kind of adolescence into early adulthood. But it's critical because, again, we're protecting people from some pretty serious organisms and infections. And
so how are traditional vaccines different from, say, the mRNA vaccine?
Yeah, great question. So the traditional ones, usually we're talking about viruses or bacteria. What we do is we want to safely expose the immune system to that organism. So like with viruses, either a lot of times there would be a dead virus, or it'd be a virus that was inactivated so it can't grow. So that way it's introduced into the body, the immune system has time to see it, but the virus itself can't do any damage when it's introduced. So those are the traditional ones. We call them attenuated virus or even live viruses, but they couldn't grow. These messenger RNA or mRNA vaccines that really became popular during COVID, and what we're doing there is we're actually giving a piece of genetic material to our bodies, and it's our body that actually makes that protein or that part of that virus or bacteria that now the immune system's exposed to. So it actually uses our own body to produce this foreign protein, and boom, the immune system recognizes and says, that doesn't belong here, and you get that memory set up for if there's a real invasion by one of these organisms.
And so when it comes to these students getting these vaccines before they go to school, when can they go get them? When should they go get them? Should they get them before school starts, after school starts?
Ideally before school starts. Now, again, this is where you rely on your pediatricians. Okay, pediatricians have a schedule of vaccines based on the FDA and all the experts, the pediatric experts, as to what is the best timing of these. So please rely on your pediatrician, but ideally get them before school starts.
And so, talk to us a little bit about, we all get that shot record. We all have them. I still have mine from when I was a kid. So, how important is it for us to look at those and go, okay, I have all of mine, to check them off on what you have?
Yeah, and it's important to get the whole series. Now, one thing to remember, though, Jack, is just like I can't remember real well what happened to me when I was 5 years old. Just like our memory of our brain fades, the immune memory also fades over time. So there are certain vaccines, things like a tetanus shot, things like that need kind of a refresher every so often. They kind of restore that memory. So that's why some of these vaccines, we say, hey, every 7 years, every 10 years, you want a booster, kind of restore that immune memory that fades over time.
All right, Dr. West, we appreciate you joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
We have more Studio 4 after this.